Hello, hope y'all are doing well. It's Christmas Eve, and today I'm back. Today I'm going to be talking about a Christmas Day blizzard in areas of Nebraska and South Dakota. It's going to be kind of the first half of the video, and the second half I'm going to be looking at pretty much later this week what we can expect across the country. So yeah, I hope y'all are all doing very well. In about 30 minutes it'll actually be Christmas, so that's pretty cool. Let's go and get started. Sorry if I sound really sad. I'm just really tired. I've been up since like 5:30 because of work. But yeah, so we got blizzard warnings out for like a large portion of central South Dakota and central and northern Nebraska here. Winter weather advisory stretching all the way up to the Canadian border as well. Omaha is in one of those. Let's look at what we got going on. So this system is expected to really come together tonight. We'll start seeing that snow falling in and blizzard conditions throughout the day tomorrow. So we're seeing a lot of rain and stuff across areas of like eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, like the Fort Smith area, east of Tulsa, up towards like Springfield, Missouri, and up towards Kansas City. If we go ahead and change the radar to Kansas City, we can see all that rain. Topeka, we also have rain. But this is kind of where, if we switch it over to precipitation, we're starting to see some snow mixing in. Got an NPIG report as well of snow in Grapple and southeastern Nebraska there. Radar is indicating some snow beginning to fall. Also, we have light snow beginning to fall. And a lot of these areas, we're starting to see some snow potentially as well. So, yeah. HRRR shows that at this hour right now, this would be about 11 p.m. right here. So about as I'm recording this, kind of what the HRRR had for this time. Pretty similar to what we actually have. Apparently we also have snow up in northern Minnesota. Let me just take a look at that real quick. Yeah, it does appear like we do have some snow up there as well, huh? Crazy. But yeah, so by 7Z, this right here would be 2 a.m. 1 a.m. Central. We're looking at snow beginning to start to get a little heavier across areas of eastern Nebraska, not in the Omaha area, but then also some snow showers across central and like northwestern Nebraska. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and head up towards 4 a.m. or I'm sorry, 3 a.m. Yeah, we see that snow really getting going as this low intensifies and kind of curves to the north. And then look at this, by 12Z, we're starting to see probably even blizzard conditions beginning to go all out. 5 a.m. You're probably like kids will be waking up and stuff, looking out the window, seeing a nice bit of snow on the ground, maybe even all the way down into Kansas. You'll be seeing a little bit of that white. That line is right on the Omaha area though, which kind of sucks. But I mean, at least you'll be getting some wintry precip maybe. I mean, that's kind of cool. But yeah, we got heavy snow closer, pretty much the closer you are to that switchover line is where the heaviest snow is, due to how this low is. And then we see this bad boy kind of swings up into northwestern Iowa, 999 millibars, just dumping snow throughout the day. We play this out slowly, and we can see how that kind of curves to the northwest, and just snow curves around into northern Nebraska, just dumping snow into these areas here. Like these areas here, we're going to be seeing a very large winter storm. Over a foot of snow. We'll talk about accumulations in just a second. And then we can see that low curves all the way back down into central Nebraska. We also have a little bit of an ice storm going on up in like the Fargo, Grand Forks area, eastern South Dakota, northern Minnesota. We can see we have a lot of that freezing rain and sleet. And yeah, look at that. Tuesday afternoon, we're still seeing this low just pretty much hanging around this area, slowly falling apart. And yeah, our upper level low is also gonna. We also have like a very significant upper level low, which is going to be moving into the east later this week. Could bring some snow to some more southern areas, which we're going to talk about in a second, or later in the video, a couple minutes. But got a lot of snow here, snow showers all the way down into Kansas City Tuesday. We see what are temperatures looking like down there? Yeah, right above freezing. So maybe you could see some, but where we have all that snow, look at the temperature differences where we have all that accumulation in this area here. Look at those like mid 20s compared to like this belt here, upper 20s. I mean, not that significant, but it's helping to keep it a little cooler. That's snow. Now let's take a look at accumulations, okay? Because I mean that's the important part. Let's go back to the most recent run of the HRRR here. Let's see if anything's changed. So yeah, Omaha actually does switch over to like heavy snow right when you wake up, which will be really cool for Christmas. And you do get a couple hours of snow, like the Omaha Council Bluffs area. So total positive snow depth change. Let's see. By by 6 a.m. in the morning, already looking at 1 to 2 inches of snow across areas of this like southeastern Nebraska and maybe even in northern Kansas. A little bit of some white on the ground. We got that snow, of course, still falling in those areas. Further east is very heavy. Uh, excuse me. And then by noon, not noon. This is like 10 a.m. 5, maybe even upwards of 6, half a foot of snow in areas of eastern Nebraska, Omaha, maybe an inch or two on the ground, and then quickly falling by 21 Z's. This right here would be 3 p.m. 8 to 9 inches maybe up by the Nebraska-South Dakota border. So very significant accumulations. And then look at our total accumulations though. So maybe HRRR is indicating about 2 feet of snow in this area right here. But this whole swath here just gets dumped on with more than 6 inches of snow. A large area gets more than a foot of snow. Northern Nebraska and South Dakota. And then we see that like upper level lows, those upper level low snow showers kind of curving in this area here, maybe bringing like some spotty, like dusting amounts throughout the day Tuesday, as we can see there, playing that out. So yeah, pretty interesting. GFS total snowfall accumulation is pretty similar, 6 inches to a foot, not going up like 2 feet, but it does still have a good bit of snow. This area here is like pretty much guaranteed to just get unloaded on when it comes to this like winter storm. And we take a look at the European. Actually, let's go ahead and switch this over to the north central U.S. and I want to. What's the difference between these? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Wait. I'm just looking at something real quick because I'm kind of curious what the difference between like the snow depth changes and the. Okay, so the European does definitely just has a ton of snow. Okay, that makes sense. Actually, no, the GFS has like 2 feet in this area too. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of like compacting and stuff. But yeah, GFS does have like 20 inches in that area there. Will we see 20 inches? I don't think so. But like not over that big of an area. I think we might see a report of 2 feet. But European 26 inches in southern South Dakota. Once again, will we see that? I don't think so. But I don't even think we have snow on the ground in these areas either. So yeah, our snow definitely gets up to like 13 inches. So yeah, that's that. That's that winter storm. Pretty decent, I guess. The ice is also like an issue, as I said before. Total freezing rain. Yeah, we have a lot of freezing rain in that area. We lock it going out the Thursday morning, and yeah, about a half inch of freezing rain in some areas. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a 1/4 inch of ice. Areas like Grand Forks and Fargo, all the way down to like eastern Iowa, where we have that switchover line. So ice is definitely a big issue too across Minnesota, like western Minnesota, northern Minnesota, eastern North Dakota, eastern South Dakota, and western Iowa. So looking at like the entire thing, so this is our, of course, Christmas Day blizzard right here. You can see that coming together tonight, throughout the day tomorrow, dumping snow. Tuesday and Wednesday kind of spins, and our upper level low shifts to the east. And we do see like a little snow event across areas of like Kentucky, Tennessee, maybe even northern Georgia, and some areas could see some snow showers too. Zooming in here, it does look like also because of the storm system here, we are going to be looking at a very rainy Christmas across areas of the southeast, Ohio Valley area, and up into the Midwest, of course, and then go a little further west into the plains, and then we see our nice blizzard. But southeast tomorrow will be very like mild to warm, with temperatures like running about 10 to 15 degrees. Or no, actually like 5 to 15 degrees above average. Kind of depends where you are. But yeah, it's quite warm tomorrow. Actually, once you go like into the north, into this area here is like 20 to 30 degrees above average. which is that's very warm for this time of year. Temperatures in the mid 50s. So yeah, now let's look at later this week. So we have Thursday afternoon. The GFS has been consistent about this. We go back to previous runs and it's showed snow. We see a little bit of snow like falling in Kentucky, Tennessee, like northern Alabama and northern Georgia. We have highs in the 30s in some of these places on Thursday as temperatures stuck in the mid 30s. Multiple locations from northern Alabama up into areas like Kentucky, southern Indiana, southern Ohio, southern Illinois. Now this area here east of the mountains, as like it normally stays, a little warmer, kind of after these types of fronts. So we can see like Athens, like here we'll have a high like 48, 49, so it'll be a little warmer. Probably we won't get snow in the afternoon for sure, even if there is precip, which is pretty low chance. But it's still a nice day Thursday. Like as you go into eastern South Carolina, like most of North Carolina for this time of year, it's not that bad. Florida's about average, with temperatures like near 70 down there. But very cold pretty much for much of the country, or for much of the South, I guess at this point. Temperature anomalies, yeah, we can see South is actually running a little bit below average. It's actually the only place pretty much below average in the entire like continent in North America. So that's pretty cool, I'd say. Now the European, I did have the European open. I'm not sure where my tab went though for it. Let me switch back here. Gonna take a second and then we'll be good. Yeah, see, the European does kind of indicate that too. Thursday and Friday, we see like some like weird, like very light wintry mix and like snow showers across areas of Tennessee, Central Tennessee, Kentucky, Northern Alabama, and then even some of that does make it into Northern Georgia, as you can see here. Even like Macon gets like something. So it does have that chance, I moved my mic on accident, but it does have that chance coming maybe into this area here. Of course, the chance of accumulation is already quite low across this area here, which we'll look at in a second. However, down here it is like practically none. Like maybe you can see like a couple of flakes. Like that's about it. It is a lot warmer in that area. So I mean, it's hard. Like the European has highs in the 30, like around 40, for many of these areas, similar to the GFS. And then of course it's warmer over there. Thursday, Friday night or Thursday night, it will be cold enough across like many areas. Then of course, once again, Friday afternoon, it's very warm, with like highs generally in the lower 40s, and then east of the mountains highs in like the, or I guess mainly just South Carolina highs in like the mid to upper 40s. So, yeah. Now total accumulations. Take this with a grain of salt, considering this is kind of a like weird system. But yeah, we like maybe a dusting, maybe like a quarter inch of snow in some places. I think the GFS is a little higher, which is a pretty normal. Yeah, GFS has like an inch to 2 inches in some places. So, and look at that snow all the way down to North Georgia, with like Gainesville getting some, like the northern suburbs of Atlanta. It's like it's one thing I'm saying. It's not impossible to see some of that down there. We'll have to wait till we get in range of models like the HRRR and then the NAM maybe. Although the NAM will probably have us getting snow and then it won't happen. But we'll have to wait for that. But I guess like the only thing I want to do now for the rest of the video is I want to look at kind of like long-term stuff. I'm not going to look at it too much though, because long-term is never really a good thing to look at in my opinion. At least not for me, as I don't have a ton of knowledge when it comes to it, to be honest. Like long-term forecasting. Because I haven't really done it in a while. But let me see here. I'm looking for something. Here we go. Wait now. Here. Yes, we see our upper level low. This is the GEFS ensembles here. So it's a little more accurate than just like the operational GFS. As we go into the new year, we can see like good chance we'll be looking at below average temperatures across like the southeast, maybe even the southwest. We have this nice ridge kind of centered over the Rockies. And then, yeah, pretty zonal temperature. I want to look at temperature anomalies actually. Not that, 850. See, I mean, it does. I don't like that. Ignore the numbers because look at the colors. Let's just do that. Yeah, I mean the South overall, like for the entire GEFS run, does stay like below average. Uh, yeah, I mean a lot of blue down there. Lasts all the way to early January. I mean a lot of people on Twitter and stuff have been hyping up like saying we're gonna get these like eastern like these eastern blizzards like or these like big winter storms and stuff in the east the start of January. I mean I don't think I can't imagine it happening at this point, especially well, I mean mainly down here. I can't imagine us actually getting snow. So I mean that's why I say it's not gonna happen until I like actually see the models showing it for sure. I mean and then maybe I'll start talking about like anything that would happen, but the models don't even show like any fantasy snowstorms. I don't believe anymore. Like we take a look at the new GFS, the 00Z. I don't even think it has like any of those like long range winter storms that we sometimes see. So yeah, I mean it doesn't. Southwest though, look at that. Wow, okay. Got a atmospheric river going on down there, but yeah. So I mean, a good chance like maybe early January we could be looking at a more active pattern, but uh, I mean, does that? I don't think that really means anything for us getting snow down here. It still looks to be just like not that favorable. Of course, all it takes is like one little system, and then I can kind of bring us the chance. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably have another video. I'm not gonna do one tomorrow. This video should come out Christmas morning at like 2 a.m. Because it takes for some reason it takes forever to upload, but I should have a video out on the 26th. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a great Christmas and goodbye.